Competitive OpenQ was recently added into the official competitive game menu, and this marks the first arcade game mode to be permanently added into the game indefinitely for competitive play. So, this asks the question, what is OpenQ and why was it added? Competitive OpenQ was a rule set of old competitive before Roll-Lock became the way to competitively play Overwatch. It only differs from normal competitive with the rule of limiting each team to 2 players for each role, compared to OpenQ where you can have as many of each role as you want. In this video, I will briefly discuss its history, reason for coming back, expectations you should have, and my experience in OpenQ. After Season 1, the Blizzard team decided that having an unlimited amount of each hero wasn't healthy for the game. Having multiple Winstons, Tracers, and Lucios did not serve well for the diversity, and after community experimentation, it was a general consensus that one hero limit per team was the best way to play Overwatch, and as such, the rule set was changed. Then for the next 2 or so years, this game played quite fine, but had some balance issues, mainly with Mercy, but in general, Overwatch still played like Overwatch. Then Brig got added to the game, and all we saw for a year straight was goats. This was an issue, as no DPS characters were getting played, and this FPS kept feeling less and less like a shooter. So after many failed balance attempts, the devs resorted to a 2-2-2 role lock after constant community request. The last competitive season to not have role lock was Season 17. It's important to note that many people did not like being forced to stick to a role. When role lock was introduced, the former rule set was defined to be OpenQ, and this game mode was to be added permanently into the arcade, so anyone could go and still play that way of Overwatch. A couple months later, we saw competitive OpenQ was added to the arcade for a short 3-week duration, and it was received extremely well. So well that not too much later it was announced that it would become a permanent game mode and would run alongside normal role lock. At the moment, we've had 2 very short open seasons, and right now we are currently in Season 23, and this is the first season that has both role lock and OpenQ as selectable legitimized competitive options. The rule set of OpenQ is extremely similar to role lock. It shares the same map pool, modes, balance, and hero limit, but OpenQ does not allow you to select a role or roles you would like to play before queuing. In OpenQ, you can have as many as one role as your team could want. This could be 3 DPS, 2 supports, and 1 tank, or 3 tanks and 3 supports, or even 6 DPS. This is the only, yet major difference between the 2 modes, the flexibility to custom make any team comp regardless of role restrictions. While this sounds cooler on paper than role lock, what it does not mention is that your team will have to work together to play what the team needs, which in almost all cases will not happen. In almost every game, you will have a DPS player refusing to play anything else than the one character they watched a highlight reel of and now think they can do the same. It's very common not to have a tank or even a support, and it can be a very unenjoyable experience for those who rely on teamwork and communication to win games. There isn't much of a formed meta, as the game mode isn't played or taken seriously at the higher ranks, and as such, there is no new best team comp which has been defined. But if you ask anyone below Masters, they'll say it's GOATS, and it's GOATS or lose, but this comp is definitely outdated, as many balance changes have seen stable picks in that comp be fundamentally changed, such as Brig. And now it is just much weaker than it once was. But if you want to explore more about the meta, and look at a guide video, why not check out my OpenQ guide linked down below. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this brief overview of role lock, and I wish you guys luck when playing it, if you guys decide to play it. But anyway, till next, see you then.
My phone lights up, but it's never you. I can't help but feel so lonely. I know there's things that I can't undo. I'm falling apart so slowly.